Howdy! My name is Phil, aka JCServant, the Utah Polygamist, with RPGamer.com, your source for news, reviews, and home to the best gaming community on the net. And we are going to be doing another Monster Hunter Rise training video. This time, we are hunting small monsters. So we're going to jump right into that. We left you last episode with just getting an upgrading your base weapon to like an ore weapon or something. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of my upgraded. Let's see here. We're mentioning the sword and shield. I'm definitely going to be using the sword and shield because I want to show you exactly how that works. And this is actually just the upgraded ore sword and shield, so it's not even that far off of what you would have. But we're going to go out there. Now, for our next quest, our first quest, we just did like a gathering mushrooms quest. And I encourage those to begin with because you need to spend the first half an hour to an hour of any new map. Even if you're an expert hunter, you need to explore. And if you're a brand new hunter, or even if you're just new to Monster Hunter Rise, you're going to need to spend some time to get used to the wire bug and transversing anyways. So make sure you've done that and have fun doing it and pick up lots of items along the way. But now we're going to go and we're going to go out and we want to kill some small monsters, okay? And that doesn't require doing anything else but having upgraded to at least a second tier weapon, grabbing an ore, sword and shield, or a bone sword and shield as I showed you in the last video. We don't need to get involved in the eating mechanics yet or anything else because I know you guys just want to go and kill stuff, so we're going to get right into it. All right, so what you want to do this time, well, these are some of the optional subquests, by the way. We do like to get those knocked out of the way. Is go to your village quest, go to your 1-star quest, and these first couple are gather mushrooms, but then you also have some quests to kill some small fry, okay? You can pick slay 8 Jagresses or Izuchi, whatever. We're going to go with Jagras because reasons. And once you've got that picked up, we're going to go ahead and head on out. Now, you might have picked up a lot of stuff in that last exploration or two, and you don't want to get your inventory too clogged up because then your character's going to have a hard time picking stuff up. So before you head out, go to the item box here, go to manage items, and you just want to transfer anything out of your inventory that you don't need for that hunt. So healing potions and rations are nice, any antidotes, that's fine, but get rid of just about everything else that might have popped up in your inventory for whatever reason. Okay, and make sure you go in with a nice clean inventory. You just need your weapons, some healing potions, and we're going to have some default healing potions and rations anyways at the beginning of the quest, so we're not going to think too hard about crafting new stuff. We just want to get out there and have some fun for now. That's important. I could go over a whole bunch of other stuff, but, you know, I think that's the problem with some of the, people see all this wall of text as soon as you start, and really, we just want to get you into the fun first, and then we can start talking about the other stuff later. Okay? All right. So the objective here is to kill off eight Jagresses, right? And let me just check my notes on this because I got notes on everything. Because why wouldn't I have notes on everything, right? Notes are the best thing in the world. Let me just check my notes because I took some notes on this. All right. So what we want to do here, as we go out to kill these Jagresses, we're still low level, right? We're still pretending. We are like level 1. We just started playing this game. Oops, my capture card just crashed. Ha! Only the best here at rpgamer.com. I don't know why the capture just okay. It's gonna come back up here. All right. We're still low. We're still low level. So one thing you should keep in mind whenever you're doing any small monster hunt. You've got 50 minutes to finish the hunt. That's more than enough time to kill 8 tiny little creatures. So make sure that along the way, you gather herbs and medicine, whatever you find on the ground, right? Now, you remember that we had on our first tutorial, we showed you there's an ore at the top of the cat's head. At least I think there is. We're going to see if that was just RNG or if that happens all the time. So we're going to go ahead and get up there. And, sometimes your character kicks off and it's very irritating. Let's try that again. Pull yourself up. And, all right, there we go. Hey, CL Pockets. Welcome to our Monster Hunter newbie training video. And everyone who's joined with CL Pockets, we appreciate you here today. Hopefully you're excited to play some Monster Hunter Rise with me. I'm showing off some beginning tips here. This is the second video of a series of videos I'm doing to show new hunters how to be cool and awesome. Remember, you want to aim the wire bug at just below the ledge you're trying to get to, so you just pull yourself up like that. More times than not, that's what you're trying to do. Yeah. Oops. And I kind of slipped off because I ran a little bit too far. So let's try that again. Get up to that ledge. And then we're going to aim right at the top of the kitty head here. And try to run up the rest of the way. Not going to quite get it. Let's try that again. There we go. And then there's that ore right there. Grab that ore. Right? You need 3 iron ore to make your first iron ore sword and shield. And there's 2 more right there. So, yippee. Plus, this is a fun part to jump out. You can see where the red dots are on the minimap. That's where our targets are located. It is very, very fun just to jump off of here and play Spider-Man all the way down. Of course, in doing this, I'm probably missing some minerals and stuff, but c'est la vie. Whee! Woo! All right. Oh, hey, landed near another mineral. And here's our first Jagresses. Now, sword and shield. We're going to go over sword and shield because, as we said, that is kind of a good beginning weapon. The sword and shield is very, very fast. You take it out of your sheath by pressing the X button. Yay. Whoops. Running jump there. You swing it by pressing the X button again. So you can do this. Beat up on little Jagresses like that. And your pets are going to get in and kill them off really quickly because that's what the pets do.
What have we here?
Let me see if I just have the pets wait here. Is that a thing? I'm going to have the pets wait.
All right. Let's see what we
All
have.
right. Whenever you beat a monster, you want to go ahead and skin it. So just go up to it, press the prompt button, and you'll skin it, and you'll get its hide. And oh my goodness gracious, we have another victim here. Press out the X button again, and then slash him with X. Now, the sword and shield is highly versatile. All of the weapons you use basically 2 or 3 buttons to attack. Usually it's X and A. Sometimes it's X and A at the same time. So X whips out your sword. Pressing X repeatedly does a simple combo like that. A 1, 2, 3, 4 hit combo. Okay. But pressing the A button does 1 swing, but if you keep pressing it, let's see. You do a 3-hit combo with the sword. But if you go X, A, well, I gotta get a monster to show you. You'll start bashing them with the shield. And that's pretty cool because the shield does bashing damage and can knock a monster out. All right, Pockets, have a good evening. Thanks for coming on by. On our way to go and getting more Jagresses, go ahead and pick up everything along the way. See that honey over there? You want to get the honey. Remember, honey, very nice to get your honey. Grab that honey. See that dog poop over there? Grab the poop. Okay. We're going to grab the poop. Now, you might remember earlier we talked about the bones in 3. We're going to pick those up. This becomes part of our little running around do the quest here. Grab the bones in 3. It's right there. So if you grab those each time, you're good to go. Now, it looks like there's a cave you can explore over there, but that's actually a cave for monsters to come out of. There's an invisible wall there that keeps you. Yeah, you're not. It's just a monster shortcut. Now, we can see on our radar that there are some Jagresses up there. Up on that mountain over there. There's also some up over here that are a little bit easier to get to. So let's get to those first. All right. So we're going to use an A button combo here. Pull out your sword with X. A. And that 3-hit combo. Kills a Jagras with this weapon.
All right.
You might have to do a couple of those with a lower rank weapon, but that's fine. You get the gist of it. Let's grab this guy here. And we're going to do this time we're going to do an X A. Oh yeah, he likes that. Poor guy. These things die so quickly. Now, one of the things you can do with a sword and shield, and we don't really show it off against small monsters because we don't stay around blocking small monsters too often. But with the sword out, you can press one of the shoulder buttons, depending on how you got it set, and you can block with the shield. Now, this is the weakest of the shields in Monster Hunter. It doesn't absorb a lot of damage, and you'll oftentimes be blown back or staggered by stronger monsters running into it. But if a monster's coming right at you, you don't have time to dodge out of the way, it's very handy. Another thing to keep in mind is, remember, you still got the wire bug option. So while you're when your weapon's put away, you can get out of the way of a monster real quick by wire bugging out of the way. Now, the wire bug can be used offensively as well. With your weapon out, you got a couple of different options. But one of my favorite ones is holding down the wire bug shoulder button. That brings up the reticule, and then pressing X. Wait, not X. I'm sorry, A. A, X. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Looks like a kunai with chain right there. It just whips it all around, but it does use up both wire bug charges, as you can see at the bottom. So that's something to keep in mind there. Okay, let's go grab these two jaggies kind of ran away from me. Think they're getting away. Gonna wait for that wire bug to recharge and show you that again. Take out your weapon with X, and then hold down your wire bug button and A. It's a nice AoE attack that's really great for these small fries. Again, you can hold with the shield. Monster will jump at the shield eventually. Come on, buddy. Oh, well, that one did, but I wasn't blocking at that angle. This shield doesn't exactly have a wide angle of defense either. Okay, but you can see I blocked some of the damage and got knocked back. All right. Now, if you've taken too much, well, we'll worry about the damage after we kill these two. Okay. You'll see there by mixing in X and A together, it is very easy to combo with this weapon, and you'll start attacking with the shield, which again does what's called KO damage to a monster, and can actually knock them out for a short period of time so you can wail on them. It's very handy. Now the hammer and the hunting horn do blood damage natively. That's what they do. If you're playing the hunting horn or the hammer, you're always aiming for the monster's head because you're trying to get those sweet, sweet knockouts. All right. We got to kill one more Jagras. I'm going to go get the two up there. Now, if you got some time to kill, you can use the trick I showed you earlier to get to the ore and the bones that are up there on the top of that one mountain. But if you're just trying to zip through this, we'll just get to these other Jagrases over here. Oh, I want to pick these guys up. I just pick everything up. I don't even question it. If it lights up when I get close to it, it's there for me to pick up. All right, so there's our little Jagrases out there bathing in the sun, not knowing that their doom is quickly approaching from the south. Now, one of the other cool things you can do, you want to practice. Remember, if you hit ZR and then you hit ZL, it kind of pulls you forward in the direction that you're aiming. But another combo you can do with the wire bug is if you hold down the ZL and you press X instead while your weapon sheath, you'll actually pull up at an angle. Okay? And if you press A, you'll zip forward more in a straight line. Now, what you can do is you can use these in combination with an attack right afterwards to get like a swinging attack on an enemy. For me, it's really hard to get used to the distance. And against small monsters, it's really hard to judge that correctly to hit them with that attack. But it can be useful against really large monsters when you're just trying to close the distance quickly and just, tear into them with that. It actually works pretty nice. And that one's another one when the weapon's out. That's the shoulder, that's the wire bug button and X. So practice around with the buttons. Sword and shield really rewards experimentation because so many different buttons will combo. There is a practice arena that you can practice in, but personally I just like practicing against, against the small monsters. And there we go. That's the 8th one right there. Now, because we're killing monsters, we actually got 60 seconds before the battle's over or before it takes us out of the map. You see that timer on the left there? That gives you enough time to skin your final Jagrases. Make sure you have all your things in order. Okay. Grab those Jagras skins. Grab some needleberries. Zip around in the last few seconds and just grab everything you can. It's always to me, it's always a fun little mini game to say, oh, time's running out. What last second resources can I get? Oh, got something there. Got something here. Just grab it all. Ooh, cluster bombs. Ah, grab some more. No, get off, get off, get off. There's a little hanging thing you could do with the wire bug just to hang
Good
up in the air and
job,
swing
buddy.
back and forth. I
Nothing
don't know
to
why
it.
you do that, but it's cool, I guess. I feel like it's more of a trivia thing. Okay, so go ahead and take all your plunder. Head back to town. And before we end this episode, we're going to show you what now you can do with some of that loot you got. So come over here to the blacksmith.
Have a look around.
And let me see here. The sword, not the sword shield. Well, remember, you're collecting bones and ores along the way, so you might be able to upgrade your weapon to something better. So check on that. But you start as you collect more bones and armor and the such, you're going to be able to open up like leather armor. You can see here the metal armor, the chainmail gear here has a 4 defense. Now the Kimura gear you start off with only has 1 defense for each piece. This chainmail armor that you can make out of metal pieces is 4 defense each, and it just takes some of that earth crystal and iron ore that you get right off the top of that cat's head. So after just a couple of hunts, you can have a full-blown chainmail set.
I'm used to waiting.
Okay. And let's see here. This requires some remorba hide, some Jagras scales. We just got some Jagras scales, some Jagras hide, some warm pelts, and you can have some. You can have a hunter outfit, which also has 4. The chainmail's easier to get. In all honesty, I would just go for that first. Just work on those ores. I showed you exactly where to get them. Okay. Hey, spare hombres. All right, so that's it for our second video, how to small monsters. How to small monsters. How to hunt small monsters. On our third episode, we're going to take you through your very first large monster hunt using the sword and shield, and we're going to show you some more steps in preparing properly, for a hunt and getting ready for that. So until next time. If you're on Twitch, please stay here. I'm not leaving for the night. If you're just watching this on YouTube, you can watch the next video on the playlist. But I'm gonna roll the credits just in case this was all you're watching on YouTube. So I'll be right back on Twitch, and those of you on YouTube, have a very good evening, or day, or morning, or afternoon, or middle of the night, or whenever you're watching this.